So Adam Lambert has been up for a very long time.
Yes, I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. and it is 4 p.m. now?
Something like that.
Wow. It's been a long day. I did the early show this morning on CBS, and I sang 2 songs and answered yet more questions about my scandalous performance on the American Music Awards.
Adam Lambert, you are just evil.
That's right.
Apparently.
I just want to say that children around America are now scarred, and they are going to now start rubbing people's faces in their crotches. And, you know, you're going to be responsible for a lot of children needing Desitin on their balls. Okay. And I just want you to know that that is a really terrible thing.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Translation, you're in a safe place right now, baby. I'm literally
God forbid there's love happening on
exactly.
stage. You know?
God forbid they should actually just touch each other and smile and kiss, right?
A kiss? Oh, yeah, it's poisonous. The poison kiss.
The poison kiss.
Meanwhile, I think there were other artists up there. There was rifles on stage, whiskey bottles being smashed.
What was hanging between Lady Gaga's puss on stage? What was that? Was that a Band-Aid?
I believe that was part of her costume. I thought
was it like a piece
of elastic,
like a trapdoor, like Dr. Denton's or something?
No, it was just a piece of elastic. I think it just maybe was like stretched out or something. I don't know.
I'm Larry Flick, and this is your morning jolt on Sirius OutQ. And Keith Price is here. And
Gaga. That's what that thing was saying.
It spoke.
And we're very, very excited that Adam Lambert is joining us, keeping his promise that he would come back. Now, his album is called For Your Entertainment, and I will tell you that on Monday we played the entire album on the air, and people losing their minds over it. Are you so excited and proud of this record?
Yes, I am so excited and proud because I don't think it's typical. I think that it matches my personality, which is eccentric and weird and nuts. That's why I called it that. That's why I made an album cover like that. I just tried to set it up, and people were still like, I can't believe it. What is he doing? And with this AMA performance, I hear, feedback like, we're so offended. And then yet the flip side of it is, yes, finally, So there's again, it's like Idol. Like, I feel like there's a polarizing effect, and I'm really glad to have that. I think that's
exactly
cool.
Because isn't that what this week in your life is all about? The record's out.
Yeah.
This is your week. I mean, this will carry on for months to come, but this is it. You're launching your record right now.
Yeah.
If no fires now, no fires ever.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad people are talking about me. It's great.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, it's great. And it wasn't premeditated. It was just kind of, the number was staged, and I feel like I got up on stage with this AMA thing, and I was just interpreting the lyrics of the song.
It was very hot.
And
I'm not even mad.
Simple as that. And it got a lot of heat, and now people are talking, and the album's selling well. So thanks, guys.
Exactly. So, we're going to ask you like the really deep, probing, important questions about the performance. And then we're going to move on. Then we're going to move on from it very quickly.
Yeah, let's probe. I was doing a lot of that too.
How turned on were you when you rubbed his face in your crotch?
I wasn't really thinking about that. I just kind of did it
because you were in the moment. You looked like you were completely out of body.
I was out of body, especially by the end. I don't know what happened because I fell, and then that pushed me.
Now, I didn't notice the fall. I'm an idiot. I didn't see the fall. I thought, well, he's tumbling and throwing himself around.
The entire performance really just felt like I had a great time up there, but it was completely out of body and bizarre and in a complete rush. I was like operating off of an adrenaline like overdose.
That's exciting.
What was happening. And it was fun. It was a good time. And the vocals suffered a little bit because I was so excited.
Well, it was very rock and roll.
Yeah, I mean,
it was very rock and roll.
It was very raw. It
was very Iggy Pop to me.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It was very Iggy.
Thank you. Well, I'm inspired by those artists of the 70s, and that's kind of like my MO, is that I want to do things that are just out there and kind of free and not bound by, a bunch of commercial expectations. And I don't consider myself a product. And I think that number summed it up.
Well, it was a good number indeed. Again, Adam Lambert here in the Morning Jolt. What does it feel like to be you right this minute on this day? What does this feel like?
I'm mixed. I'm so excited that there's so much support. On the morning show this morning, I had fans lined up outside since yesterday in the freezing cold, and they're so loyal and they're so passionate about what I do, and that keeps me reminded of how lucky I am and how this opportunity has been presented to me through American Idol. That was an amazing platform, that show. I got a lot of support on it. The staff on the show was supportive of me. I mean, if they hadn't believed in me, I probably would have been shot down a lot sooner on that show. They kind of feed the audience what they like in a way.
Absolutely.
Once Simon says something, everybody agrees with it. You know what I mean? Whether they like Simon or not, he puts it out there into the public stream of consciousness, and it becomes that. So if the judges and the producers hadn't been into me, it would have been fail. Yeah. So I really feel lucky that they were supportive, and yeah, I feel really lucky. I really do. I feel lucky. And then at the same time, I feel like I've been put in this position where I never really wanted to have any sort of agenda, like a social agenda, but all of a sudden it's been projected on me, and like it or not, I kind of have to deal with it. And I definitely would rather people focus on me as an entertainer and as a musician, but now there's all this other shit going on, like the gay thing. Is he gay enough? Is he too gay? Is he,
All right, so we need to get into this. Okay, Adam Lambert. Okay. How does it feel to save a flagging magazine? Does that? I mean,
she better work.
She said it.
Because this bitch is 2 months away from folding.
Really?
So, darling.
Well, that must be why he wrote that letter.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Well, I called him out for it. I tweeted about it. I said, obviously you're at the mercy of the publicity marketing machine, just like I am. So, don't be too quick to cast the first stone there, motherfucker.
Okay.
Tell it.
But here's and you brought something up when you talked to Rolling Stone backstage at the AMAs that I want to kind of dig in with you a little bit more. And this has nothing to do with being straight or gay, but
dig into me.
It's Shane, please leave the room. But you're like in this line of guys, right? We're talking about you're thinking like Elvis Presley, Elvis Costello, Iggy Pop, David Bowie. These guys who have played with imagery and sexuality.
Yeah, mixing the masculine and the feminine.
Thinking about the whole Ziggy Stardust, Rock with Your Cock Out during the Stooges. People freak out. They freaked out during Bowie. They freaked out during Elvis. No one even understands who Iggy Pop is, and yet Lady Gaga looks like she has a stretched peach on the AMAs, and I love Gaga.
I do too.
The bitch was in this studio 2 years ago before anyone cared about her.
She's unbelievable.
So I love her. I love the woman, but for real, Rihanna's performing in bandages.
Yeah.
So why are people so afraid of men?
I don't know.
Whether you're straight or gay, why are they so afraid of men being a little bendy in their interpretation?
I think that people in this country like things very black and white, and I think when it gets gray, it gets really uncomfortable, and they don't know what to do because it's scary.
Do you think they're afraid because they're getting turned on too?
I wouldn't even venture to explain why. It's beyond me why, because the circles I run in, and it's not a question. There's no why. People are like into it. My friends and the clubs that I go to and the performers that I hang around with are celebrating that type of individuality and that type of risk taking and that type of expression. I think expression is something that people don't understand in this day and age because commercialism in music, it's all product based. It's like money and figures and sales, and we're all at the mercy of that, and that's just the business. That's what it is. If you want to be at a certain level. And I don't know. I think why ask why at this point, but recognizing it and calling it out is the first step, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Good for you. It's Adam Lambert joining us here in the Morning Jolt. I'm Larry Flick with Keith Price. The album is called For Your Entertainment, and I've had enough of talking about other people's issues. Let's talk about the record.
Thank you.
Because last time you were here, we talked about sheet drag.
Mm-hmm. About who?
Sheet drag. How you would do drag, wrapping up yourself in sheet.
I can't believe I talked about that.
It was fabulous.
Oh my God.
And I got to tell you, I had a sheet drag moment to a song on this record.
Really? Which was it? Soaked?
It was.
Oh, that is a sheet drag.
When it's
moment.
like da 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 da, and then all of a sudden,
because then you can take off the sheet, and all of a sudden you're like a bullfighter. You can really.
So because no. See, for me, honestly, it's like no. It's like you have the toga, right? And then you have the top blanket, and the blanket you kind of like pull up as a hood, as if you're sharing. You go, so.
Oh my God! The lonely nun.
Exactly, the French lieutenant's whore. Thank you very much.
And then you can create a turban for the eastern section in the breakdown.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of sheet moments.
There's a lot of sheet moments in that song.
It's sheety.
It's. What did you conjure though when you performed that song?